Hello again. A lot has happened since I did a vlog the last time. Some things came to light that I was clueless about, but honestly, things I'd been afraid of and had suspected could happen for a long time. I'm hesitant to go into a lot of detail, although it's been made public. Basically, there was a betrayal. And unfortunately, it has some drastic consequences. So rather than being able to have the big, beautiful, benevolent breakup that I had wanted, that I had hoped could happen, it can't happen. Trust is a really interesting thing. It's, on one hand, it's solid, you know. I mean, trust is the bedrock of any kind of authentic relationship of any kind, whether it's personal, professional, intimate. Without trust, there's nothing else to build on. And trust is also incredibly fragile. When it's broken, I would say it's almost impossible to get back. Trust has been tested many times in my life. In fact, it wasn't very long ago, a couple of years ago, I was advised and felt it to be prudent to extend trust that I was afraid to extend, but to extend trust with the hope that if I put the trust out there from a really deep place within me, that another would rise to the occasion and meet that trust. I had really hoped for that, but unfortunately, my trust was repeatedly challenged. It's been a very painful few days. Disillusioning. I've had to question a lot of things about myself, about did I ever really know? Can I ever really know who a person is if what I'm trusting in is words, promises, intentions? Those are easy. It's really easy to give words, to people please, to say whatever it is that someone thinks I or anyone else might want to hear. Words are cheap. And believing in words alone is very costly, ironically enough. I've heard some say that trust is basically believing that a person will show up in the manner in which they do. I don't call that trust. I call that discernment or awareness. Trust for me is far more profound. Trust is somebody meaning what they say, saying what they mean, being consistent, having integrity, being in alignment with themselves, showing up when they say they will, coming through how they say they will, telling the truth when they might have opportunity to deceive, being trustworthy, being worthy of trust, meaning I don't have to doubt, I don't have to question, I don't have to wonder, I don't have to feel that sickening, nauseating, Having trust violated is soul shattering. It destroys everything. So not only do I not get the big, benevolent, beautiful breakup that I had wanted, but it calls into doubt everything I thought I knew, everything I believed I had experienced previously. Because if one big lie, one inordinate, irresponsible deception occurs, how many others occurred? Did I just happen to find the one and only? Maybe. And I may never know, because once trust has been violated, how would I ever believe the word of the one who violated the trust? That's part of the pain, is that I will never know the truth. And truth is so important to me. It's not just a concept, it's a reality. So yes, one of the takeaways that I have is that trust is not going to be found for me now, from now on, with merely words, with intentions, with promises, but with actions. When someone demonstrates consistently over time, repeatedly, who they are, what they mean, do they have integrity? Are they aligned with everything within them? Can I count on what they say, what they do? Will they show up for me the way they say they will? That matters. So that's one takeaway. Another takeaway is that I will never again doubt my intuition, because I called this numerous times and I was on the receiving end of ridicule, denouncements. I was gaslit. I was told I had insecurities, jealousy issues that I didn't trust, ironically enough. It's painful stuff, very painful stuff. So when my gut, when my body registers from now on that something is off, I'm going to listen. I'm going to honor my body. Bodies will take on whatever we don't attend to or attune to. So I've had 555, I think it's 555 today, days of vertigo. There's a mind-body connection, and whatever we won't willingly feel with our emotions, our bodies will take on. So my body's been telling me for well over a year and a half, that something's wrong. Something's really wrong, and I better pay attention. The repercussions of what it meant if I paid attention, if I listened to what my intuition was telling me, was that my life was going to blow up. You know what? Because I didn't listen, my life blew up. I've lost a friend. I've lost memories. I've lost myself in this. I've lost a sense of trust. I've lost trust in myself. That's huge. Being gaslit about intentions, I'm sorry, try it again. Being gaslit about your intuitions is devastating, because when you can't trust yourself, what have you got? I will never again distrust myself. Everything else in my life is going to have to align with integrity, with truth, with honesty, with authenticity, not the words, not the buzzwords. It is so easy to fling those words around and write them and talk about them. They're either real or they're not. They'll show up. And it's fairly interesting to me that whenever I have been lied to. Not only does it register in my body, but the universe has a way of bringing about clarity so that I come to see the truth. Weird ways that it shows up. Sometimes it's an intuitive hit and I just know. Sometimes strange evidence finds its way to me. Sometimes complete strangers reveal things to me without even knowing who I am. It's rather uncanny and very uncomfortable, but ultimately benevolent. Because I would rather know an ugly truth than believe the prettiest of lies. I would rather face the truth, no matter how it guts me. And trust me, this has gutted me. So I lost a friend. I lost 7 years of my life of believing there was something of value. I lost my own sense of trusting myself, though I can gain that back. And now I need to find a place to live because I need to be free of this. I need to take care of me on my own terms, in my own way. Even though it's COVID season, even though there's a distinct line between solitude and isolation, and I need equal balances of solitude and connection. And I'm giving up this connection that has showed me it can't be trusted. And I'm embracing solitude, trusting that I will find a true, genuine, valid, honest, integrity-laden connection. And actually, I have found that. It's pretty amazing what you can manifest when you tell the universe point blank, this is who I am and this is what I want, so bring it. The universe delivered in a rather uncanny timing. So I'm putting it out there now. All right, universe, I want a magical, manifestational, beautiful place to live where I feel at home, body, soul, and spirit, that fits me, that suits me. Actually, I put that out a couple of days ago. And I'm not going to divulge details yet. I still have to do some fine tuning, some exploratory work, but it would be a pretty cool manifestation if this one turns out to be where I'm being led. Now, I am not looking forward to packing. You look behind you. This is one small snippet of a 3-bedroom house in which the vast majority of the items are what came with me. And this will be, people, this will be my 33rd move. And I had hoped that my 33rd move would be so cool. I counted up the moves when I moved here. And I found it fascinating that this was my 32nd move. I'm an Army brat, so I've moved all over the planet. Germany, Japan, all over the US, Washington, DC, sucked us in a lot. Gravity power of the Pentagon. But I'm an Oregonian. I'm a 7th generation native Oregonian, and this place is, it's in my blood, it's in my soul. So we'll see. I'll give you the update once that gets a little more solidified. But I'm telling you, oh my goodness, the whole notion of gathering packing boxes and packing tape and packing padding and boxing up the plethora of items, and it's a lot of stuff. I'm a Libra. I collect. I like beauty to be all around me. Quirky beauty. I'm not the type that goes into a store and says, I'll take that set and that's it. No, I go yard sailing. Life is a scavenger hunt. I go looking for all the cool and fun things. I miss yard sales. Oh my goodness, I miss yard sales. So most of the stuff in my home is yard sale fodder. And there are some items that we're going to have to divide up when we make this break, but I'm motivated. I need to be free. I need to be on my own. I need to be able to claim my own space, to have my energy to myself. All that. I have more processing to do. I've been stuck in between shock and rage and elements of acceptance because I saw this coming. I felt it coming. And I truly believed I wanted to be wrong. I wanted so badly to be wrong. You know, this may be incredibly old-fashioned, archaic, obsolete to say, but if you're in a committed relationship, if it happens to be monogamous, don't risk it. If something is amiss, if something's missing, fix it. Get help. Talk openly to your partner. Reveal your soul. Take a risk. Because if you think you're going to find a solution with deception, with infidelity, with betrayal, you're going to sell a piece of your soul because you're going to have to lie, not just to the person that you betrayed, but to yourself. Is it worth it? Is it worth risking throwing away memories and the possibility of a friendship for what? And if it happens to be a time of COVID, and it is, you're risking the person you claim to love or to have previously loved with exposure to a virus and to other diseases. Yep. I'll get my test results back in 3 to 4 days. At least it's just 3 to 4 days. At least it's not 2 weeks or a month. And I am hoping that I will have positive, that is negative, results. Because I didn't ask for this. I don't deserve this. Nobody deserves this. So whatever you're struggling with, don't take the cowardly way out, the self-indulgent way out. Be honest, be upfront. Go to your partner and tell them something's wrong, something's missing, something hurts, something's unfulfilled. Talk about it. Dare to share that with them. Even if it means you separate, even if it means you find out you're incompatible, even if it means you have to let each other go, be honest. Don't let your last act in any relationship be one of deception, because that's a really hard thing to live with. I'm going to be fine. I will be okay. I am becoming more and more okay. I'm glad I discovered what I did. So much better than carrying something unsaid, unspoken within my body going forward. I'll get over the anger, the rage, and I won't carry bitterness with me. I will come to forgiveness when it actually gets worked out. I'm not going to bypass and do premature forgiveness because that hurts me. But I love me enough that I'm not going to harbor bitterness. I will let go. I will release. I will forgive. I will move on. And the sweetest vindication is living a big, beautiful, benevolent life. I claim that. I'm going for it. Stay tuned.